Welcome back to another explainer. We're jumping straight in today, exploring a really fun story packed with lessons on shopping, some simple math, and, of course, good manners. Picture this. You're standing right outside a local neighborhood shop. You hear that friendly ring of the sliding automatic doors opening up, just welcoming you right inside. So, I've got to ask, are you ready to go shopping with Max and Pip? Because I know I am. Seriously, if you just close your eyes for a second, you can practically smell those fresh strawberries and that warm bakery bread wafting right through those doors. So let's head inside and see what we can find. Section 1. Welcome to Corner Market. Entering the store. And this is where we actually meet our awesome guides. That's Max and his clever little mouse friend Pip, and they're pulling their clinking, rattling red plastic cart. Now before they even start grabbing food, Max stops to speak to the friendly shopkeeper at the front desk. Okay, let's dive right into this polite request. Notice the exact words he uses here. Hello, may I have a shopping basket, please? By starting with a friendly greeting and ending with please, well, it just sets a fantastic, respectful tone for the whole trip, doesn't it? Moving right along to Section 2, exploring the produce aisle and learning grocery words. So, with their basket secured, Max and Pip roll right into this shiny aisle filled with bright red apples, yellow bananas, green broccoli, and sweet oranges. Let's kick off a quick vocabulary blitz, shall we? First up is the cart, or basket. This is literally just what we use to carry our food items. So we don't have to juggle a dozen apples in our arms while we walk around the store. Next up is produce. Pip the mouse is actually pointing his tiny paws right at it. Produce refers to all the fresh fruits and vegetables grown on farms. It's that crisp, farm-fresh, healthy stuff that makes us strong and gives us all that good energy. But hey, how do we actually know how much all this amazing farm-fresh food costs? Well, that brings us to the price tag. These are those little stickers sitting on the shelves that tell us exactly how much an item costs. This is exactly how Max knows how many play dollars he's going to need when it's finally time to pay. And wrapping up our vocab blitz, we have the scale. This is the special machine we use to weigh heavy items, like, say, a big bag of apples, just to figure out exactly how heavy our fruits and vegetables are before we buy them. Section 3, Supermarket Math Challenge. Let's add it up. Now, looking at the prices, Max sees a red apple for $1, a bunch of bananas for $2, and a head of broccoli for $2. He decides to go with the fruit. So here is a question for you to try at home. How much do the apple and the bananas cost altogether? Think about it for a quick second. If the apple is $1 and the bananas are $2, let's help Max solve this math problem before we head up to the checkout counter. Okay, let's write it out. And this brilliantly illustrates the math. The apple is $1 and the bananas are $2. When we add 1 plus 2, we get our total. $3. Yep, that's absolutely right. The total is exactly $3. Honestly, great job helping Max and Pip figure out their grocery budget for those healthy snacks. You hit the nail right on the head. Section 4, checking out with manners, the bakery and the register. As they stroll over past the bakery, Pip's tummy suddenly goes rumbly rumble. He spots a warm blueberry muffin right under the glass cover. So Max walks up to the friendly cashier. Listen to his exact words here. Excuse me, can I have one blueberry muffin, please? Once again, Max is using his very best manners. He doesn't just, demand the muffin. He politely asks the cashier for help with those magic words. And look at that, because Max was so incredibly polite, the cashier smiles right back and says, of course, that will be $2, please. It just goes to show good manners are completely contagious. Here you are, and reaches right into his pocket. He pulls out his play money, counting out 2 crisp $1 bills and hands them over to the cashier. The cash register goes beep, cha-ching. The whole transaction is complete, and the smiling cashier hands Max a long paper receipt, his sweet muffin, and a fun little sticker to top it all off. Okay, before we move on, let's test your memory. What magic words helped Max get his muffin so politely? Well, it was the power of phrases like, can I have? And finishing it all off with, please and thank you. Those simple phrases literally unlock so much kindness at the market. Section 5, play at home. Set up your own pretend grocery store. You can actually turn this entire explainer into an active, super fun game right in your own living room or classroom. It's incredibly easy to do in just 3 simple steps. First, gather your props. You can collect empty food boxes like cereal or pasta boxes, plastic fruit toys, or you can even roll up paper balls for pretend vegetables. Second, make your price tags. Grab some sticky notes and write out simple prices on your items like $1, $2, or even $5. And third, take turns. When you take turns, one person gets to be the customer. You can practice those awesome polite phrases like, "How much is this?" or "Can I have?" The other person gets to be the cashier, handling the playbills and handing out paper receipts. It's an absolutely fantastic way to practice math and manners all at the exact same time. Which brings us to our final question for this explainer, just to kickstart your imagination. What will you buy at your pretend grocery store today? Will it be apples, bananas, or maybe your very own pretend blueberry muffin? I really hope this lesson bridges directly into your playtime. Thanks so much for joining me on this corner market adventure, and have a wonderful time setting up your own store.